Narcissists know that God is not on their side. They just know. They know because when you look at the long line of victims of narcissistic abuse, you will see people who have experienced that abuse, and they're very good souls. They are very beautiful people. These are like angels of light, earth angels. Very nice, empathic souls. The only thing they was doing in their lives is to destroy them and put them in a certain place. And this is something they have been doing, I don't know, for the longest of time, ever since they started knocking around. So you best believe there is a very long line of victims of narcissistic abuse. If you have been with a narcissist, I don't know if you guys have experienced. I would like to know about that in the comment section below. So they have got a health condition. Let's say they're going for an operation, or they have been given a hospital appointment. Did you know that many narcissists don't want to go to hospitals on their own? They are very terrified about hospitals because they have got that thing. It's like a wiring. They believe there's a very big chance they step in there and they will not be able to come back. They will not be able to walk out alive. Anything can go wrong, so they believe anything can go wrong. Everybody at some degree is, concerned about, hospitals and being in treatment and stuff like that. But when it comes to a narcissist, it is on a completely different level. These people are terrified. If you have lived with a narcissist and they have got a hospital appointment, that is when you're going to see the narcissists bending to plead with you, to walk with them, and go to the hospital with them to attend their appointments. They are scared of these places. You see, a narcissist is the devil in human form. The harm they do to people and the damage they do to people, they can do it easily, but when it is their turn, they cannot take it. So if it is their time to suffer, let's say, for example, they are suffering a very long-term illness, they have been bedridden, they have been there, they're on their deathbed and stuff like that. So it's where now you start to see this very small, little, vulnerable child, 5-year-old, 6-year-old, very, very vulnerable. They have got something in their mind telling them that when they cross over to the other side, they are going to pay for everything that they have done. So they know that they are going to be answerable. They are going to answer for all those things they have done. And that is what terrifies them the most, because they know that there is a higher power out there. They just don't figure it out. They don't properly know it, but they know that there's a higher power, and they believe they are going to have serious karma and they're going to be answerable. They are going to answer for all those things they have been doing to people. So when you're dealing with a narcissist, it's like on this outer shell, you can see this person who wants to be powerful. They feel like they're the bosses everywhere. They are the mighty ones and stuff like that. But in the inside, they're very fragile. They have got a very fragile ego. It's like you can just tap them with your finger and they are going to crack. They're going to crack all the way down. So they like lashing out all this hurt and harm to other people. But when it comes to them to be on the receiving side, that is where you see those narcissists. They are going to vanish. They are going to disappear like you've never seen them before. And this normally happens when a person wakes up. So it's like when you wake up and you catch up on their game. It's like, something just clicks. It's like they are going to figure out an exit very, very soon, very, very quickly, because they are kind of like feeling that they're going to be under judgment. Okay? So it's why you see most of the times when you are trying to blame them for something they have done. You wasn't happy with the way they acted or something they said or the way the way they treated you, stuff like that. They're always trying to go, they're going to run around it, and they're always going to push everything back to you. They're going to project everything back to you so that they cannot actually take accountability because they don't like people who are judged. So those people, they know that God is on their side. They know that God is not on their side. They know this. How do I know these things? Because let's say, for example, you have this narcissist. You're a prayer warrior. You're a person who reads the Bible. You're a person who likes reading your scriptures. You sing your hymns at home. You're a very church-going person. One of the things you will see, that narcissist will not be interested in your religious practices. Come on, darling, let's read the Bible. It may almost be feel like that you're dragging them to come and sit down with you to read the Bible. When you start singing hymns, praises to God or stuff like that, you may see them turning away. Sometimes you may see them rushing out of the door. That is when now they need to go to the shops to pick up something. That is when they are going to start confusing the whole situation because they're running away from it. They don't want anything that concerns God. They have got no business with God. These people are fallen angels. Okay? Those fallen angels, they hate anything to do with God. So if a person who is religious, as much as they will want to be around you and, siphon your energy, due to the supply that you have to offer for them, they enjoy that presence of your presence being around them and validating them in one way or two, offering them support in different ways and stuff like that. But when it comes to something about religion, so if a person, for example, who watches a lot of these religious programs, you watch a lot of this content on religion and stuff like that, you have got your favorite bishops that you watch online and stuff like that, you're going to notice that whenever you switch on the TV or whatever, your phone or stuff like that, you may see them putting headphones in their ears and listening to something else. So they don't want to participate. Even if they have to be dragged, you may sometimes drag them, let us go to church. Either they may tell you to go on your own, you will find them home, or sometimes you're going to drag them, but even when you go, you're going to see them, they are very much detached from the whole church experience. They may sometimes hide in the back of the church. They don't want anybody to see them, so they don't want to be seen at the front. So basically, narcissists are people who are very fearful of anything to do with God because the stuff they have done to people, the souls they have destroyed on this planet, they know they have done things that are irreversible. Did you know that some people are never able to survive from this narcissistic abuse? They're never able to. Some people have never survived this narcissistic abuse. They have gone through this abuse, and it has always ended very bad with some people. Some people have survived. The lucky ones have always have survived and have gotten better and stuff like that. They have healed. But there is people on this planet that have not survived. I personally have seen a very beautiful soul who was involved with the narcissist. Ladies and gentlemen, when you look at this man, you can't believe it. If you see this loving gentleman, what that narcissist did to that person, where they are now, what they are doing with themselves, you just know this person is finished. It is going to take divine intervention for that person to get their soul back. But they have completely crushed that person's soul. So that was the intention of the narcissist, to crush your soul, to keep you very far away from the Creator, to keep you very far away from the Most High, from God. They did not have anything to do with that because narcissists, like I've told you, they are fallen angels. So they are in this continuous battle with the angels of light. When they can get into your life, they can trick their way, manipulate their way into your life. The first thing they will do is to shut you off because they don't want you to get connected to source. Because when you're connected to source, you are in a different environment. You are in a different energy. You operate differently and you're doing things that are complete opposite of what they believe in. So they need, first of all, to shut you off so that you can fall down back to their frequency and they can be able now to match up with your energy and do whatever it is they want to do with you. So they know that punishment is coming, okay? They know, because they know there is things that they have continuously done and they cannot get away with this. So they just know it's a matter of time until their time is coming. And normally this will manifest when a narcissist starts aging, okay? When they start aging and they experience loss of supply, they don't have anybody around them to validate them, everybody is tired of them, people have already cut them out of their lives, nobody wants to see them, nobody's even visiting them. So it's where kind of like this reality starts to kick in, okay? They are extremely desperate to get supply. Whatever supply they can get, they could get it from a dog, they could get it from a cat, they can get it, anybody that can offer supply, anything they can, they need that. Because they are worried that they are almost coming to the final showdown. Because you see, in every narcissistic experience, there's always going to be the final showdown where everything is going to come back to them and hit them very hard in the face. So it's the reason why you see a narcissist can run away from one victim and go to the next one. Because if they don't, if they do not get another victim to abuse and whatever get into their lives, they kind of feel like they have to sit back in their own house and look at themselves. Because now there's nobody to talk to them, there's nobody to say something. So now they will have all these reflections of things running through their minds, the people they have left behind, what they stole from who they did this. And so they have to sit down by themselves and start taking accountability for everything that they have done in people's lives. And they don't want that. So they usually jump very quickly to somebody else so that they can forget about those previous experiences. So when a narcissist gets older, it's like they're coming to the end of their lives, okay? It's like they know, they have got that instinct that this is it, it's game over, okay? So there are no more games, no more people to fool, and the only person they have left is them and the creator. Some of them, you see them on their deathbed, like I've said, and you see they made sometimes call for you. They made, you might have a dad who has spent so many years tormenting you and stuff like that. And that's when now the father is asking people to find you, sending people to call you. You come there, you see this vulnerable kid. They're apologizing, I don't know, this and this happened, sorry, and this, forgive me, and the stuff like that. So that's when they're coming to that realization. Because on their deathbed, on the hospital bed, at the end of their lives, they're very vulnerable. Because there's not pretty much any supply they can get from anybody. The only thing they can see moving around them is doctors giving them injections, giving them some medication, and the stuff like that. And even if you have these aged, like for example, the people who work in support, who are taking care of these elderly, some of those people are narcissists. So when they are in that state and they are reflecting back on everything that has gone on in their lives and where they are now, they know that it's almost like they have come to the end of their lives. So sometimes you may see them lashing out to these care workers who are supporting them, changing their nappies and napkins and stuff like that, cleaning their bums, and stuff like that. They are lashing out. They are very angry. They are so aggressive. It's like they are at that stage whereby they are intolerable, So my heart goes out to the people who really take care of these elderly people, because some of those people, when you start looking back into their lives, you will see that those have been the people who have gone on throughout their lives destroying other people for no apparent reason, just because they are narcissists. So you will see sometimes the more they continue to age, it's like the gap is closing in for them, okay? And they are being drawn closer and closer to the creator. So they are going to be answerable. They have got to face the creator, and they are going to be having to face real accountability, something they cannot run away from. They are going to be judged. You know that the narcissist has always had fear of judgment, but they know at this point in time, they are going to be judged for everything that they have done. So it's why sometimes you see a lot of narcissists, when you see karma hitting back at these people, this karma will hit tenfold. So it is not the regular karma that you know of, that this and this, somebody did this and this happened to them. When it comes to a narcissist, ladies and gentlemen, depending on the things they have done, considering the harm and the damage they have caused to other people, that is where you see that karma hitting them really, really heavy. A narcissist is going to fall flat on their face, So you may be out there and you spent a very long time struggling and fighting around with your parents. You walked away, you went and discovered yourself, moved your own direction, and then one day they call you that they say, listen, You need to come because your father is dying. In the next couple of minutes, your father is going to die. So that's when they call you now, and you're starting to look at this person. Very vulnerable and very scared. When you look in their eyes, you'll see they are extremely terrified of that particular event because they know that that is the end of it. It's game over, so there's no more games to play. So the only thing left is for them to face the creator, have to answer all these things they have done, and have nothing to say, you know. So when it comes to the narcissist, you best believe, ladies and gentlemen, that they know that, you know, the creator is not happy with them. They know that they've done so many sins, unforgivable sins, and most of the people that have been in their way, most of the people have moved on. Many people have forgiven them, but some people have even cursed them. So these are very cursed individuals. When you're dealing with a narcissist, you are dealing with a very cursed individual who has been destroying people, and everybody was left behind. They have cursed them. So they're moving along with the curse. Is why you see they can never be able to have their life in order. It is very difficult. Nobody wants to give them a job. Nobody wants to treat them. Nobody wants to help them. Everybody is like, those people, they don't want to deal with them. They can only deal with the people that don't know them. But anybody that knows them wants to stay out of the way because they know the kind of energy they carry. So, guys, I'm very sure that you may be familiar with this subject. If you do, let us know about this in the comment section below. Drop your idea and your comment. Like the page, share and subscribe. You guys do know I do love and appreciate your support. You may book a session with me if you want to. You may donate or support my channel if you want to. Everything you need, you will find it in the description below. And until then, I'll catch you guys in my next one. There's almost signing out. Much love and blessings. Peace.